7 Later, back at the village square. An investigation into Hans Vogel's murder has more twist than a Bavarian pretzel. I think we're gonna have to... Wait, my phone's ringing. Martina's here. Jacob, there's an emergency. Mayor Nagel has disappeared. Disappeared? What do you mean? She was last spotted wandering into the Black Forest hours ago, and she's been missing ever since. The mayor disappearing after a high-profile star is murdered in her own town. Fishy, Jacob. Fishy or not, we can't let a town official vanish into thin air, Jacob. We must find her. Let's go back to the Black Forest. I can't see the mayor anywhere, Jacob. Do you think? No, it could be true. Trust me, I'm not superstitious, but after being out in this forest all this time. Hello, Detective Jacob. Slowly evening for a walk, isn't it? Mayor Nagel, there you go. Everybody's looking for you. I just needed to clear my head. It is all... Hold on, are you drunk? I only had a few beers. It's Oktoberfest. Mayor Nagel, I think we need some coffee. A lot of it, Jacob. You're right. Oh my goodness. Okay, out of all the suspects, that could be it. It could be Brother Klaus. I think. Okay, so witch hat. It's red. There it is. Doll. That's obviously gonna be something. Coil rope. That. Faded newspaper. That's obviously gonna be something. Cat. What the? Is that a doll of our victim impaled? Wait, there are some white fibers on it. We should collect them to find out what they are. That old newspaper we found is in bad shape. Half the article has been ripped off. This seems to be a photo of our victim who was standing next to two guys whose heads are torn. We'll read this, so get your desk ready. Oh snap. Leveled up. Feeling better after your drunken spree in the woods? Oh, Detective Jacob, I'm so ashamed. How could I be so irresponsible after all my military training? I should know better. Now that you're sober, what were you doing out in the forest? I was beer hall listening to some German folk music and drowning my sorrows, but I needed some air, so I went for a walk. Into the forest. Curious destination. Are you upset about the death of Hans Vogel? Of course I am. Now I'll never have the money for my project. My career is ruined. Money? What money? Hans money. Had he presumed to fund my project, the world's biggest Oktoberfest theme park? But he withdrew his support at the last minute and brought a helicopter instead. Somebody offering to do his interview, but it didn't work. After everything I've done for him, he owed me. So you decided to collect your dues by killing him? Money can't buy you success, Mayor Nagel. But if we find out that you killed Hans Vogel, it can buy you a nice stay in prison. What is going on in what I'm saying? Okay. course you did on the old newspaper. Let's see what we got here. The headline reads, shocking disappearance, true fine. Too bad the rest is one up. I wonder what disappearance they're talking about. Apparently our victim was involved in something tragic when he was young. You're right, Jacob. Yeah. We need to get this paper to DuPont ASAP to see what he can tell us. If I take 9 hours, that's going to give me plenty of time to get some stars. Got it. Take good work on collecting those fibers off that doll, which looks eerily like our victim. These aren't white fibers, they're covered in white substance. We need to look at this white substance. These are fibers. Let's put a sample under a microscope. You're right. Excuse me. Last one. Nope, it's not that one. You identified albinino sunscreen. With microscope work on that sample you collected, you identified the zinc dioxide molecule, which appears to be a high condition in this white substance. What's it, Jacob? Whoa, it looks like you got yourself 110 sunscreen, like for an albinino. Albinino, good call, Jacob. We do know an albinino who appears to enjoy making murder effigies. It's time we paid better plus another visit. It could be him. It could be him. It could be him. It could be this guy. Detective Jacob, when you miserable creatures finally leave me in peace, I bet you'll want it to be left alone. I suggest you to stop making effigies of dead movie stars. I'm just a ferocious coincidence besides Hans Vogel is a wretched soul who deserves to meet his maker. I do not let his passing. He tormented me for years. You, Hans Vogel? You were children you got in this pathetic town. He and all the town children mocked me because of my looks. I was outcast because of him. I spent many lonely years wishing his demise. I can't even listen to German folk music anymore without flashbacks to the small period of my life. Death to all those heathens. You will be dealing with a lot more heathens if you find out you wished up Hans Vogel's for fortuitous death. Oh, it's this guy. It could be him. Alrighty, so we're gonna have to wait 8 hours and 56 minutes to get the autopsy results. So this is Galaxy Nail 2025, over and out. Alright folks, we are back. Let's go ahead and get the autopsy results finished. Bonjour Jacob, you finally brought me something well done my times. I don't have time for your detail. Show your today on. Let's see, pages in our virtue of wolf multi-music. Tres bien. I visited the Beerberg archives from the newspaper to find the original edition. Dating back 15 years. There were two men staying with your victim in an article photograph of your suspect shooting and his brother Christian Lake. Somehow, brother, the article mentions shocking disappearance could be him. The late Mr. Sweeney brother disappeared 50 years ago when the investigation fails. We're looking for your victim. Your suspect. He's never seen him yet. Population was born. Roman's brother goes missing, and the only explanation is some mysterious entering the woods. Pretty shady. Something else going on here. Would you say, Jacob? Jacob, I say we go pay John another visit. Maybe he can shed some light on the legend. You're right. but I still think it's the monk. We found out about your brother's disappearance, Jonan. Care to tell us about that day? You hear the story. He disappeared in the forest. This is relevant to your murder investigation. Our victim was with you on the day of this disappearance. I say that's pretty relevant. You must know the three of us was used to get hunting together. You feel like we came out here to hunt for it. One day I went back to get a radio out of my bag. When I returned, my brother was gone. He searched like mad, but we couldn't find him anywhere. He just disappeared. You want us to believe your brother vanished into a thin air like a ghost? Yes, and I blame Hans. We always stayed in Paris for protection, but Hans trailed off to hunt down a buck. He wasn't there for my brother. I couldn't forgive him. We went on our separate ways. It's his fault my brother is gone. It's hard to hold a grudge against a dead man, unless because of that grudge he ended up dead. Jacob, I don't know about you, but I'm stumped. Not only do we have no information about the next Promethean attack, we still don't know who killed Hans Vogel. Between Jonah's brother and the mysterious disappearance and brother Klaus' bizarre murder doll, I say this town is certified as cuckoo. Jacob, sorry to interrupt, but have you been watching the news? The results of your latest polls in Germany are in. It's alarming. Fire up the tube. I'm in front of Germany's parliament where thousands are registering for the upcoming reform to unite Europe under one central government. Recent polls showing a rise in popularity for far-right extremists who are pushing for Europe unification. Officials confirmed that the referendum passed while the far right is leading. The new united government would fall under their control. This is Cooper and Anderson with Euro One News. Marina, you weren't kidding. This is some serious, disturbing news. Anyone who seeks a great toleration state should be feared. I have seen this looks like, and it ain't pretty. Hey Jacob, I just came in from the square. I want to let you know the city's putting the cuckoo clock back up right now. Jacob, we gotta get our behinds back at the village square before they destroy any last evidence. And Elliot, what are you doing drinking beer? Oh boy, this could actually, that one crime scene could actually make the difference between who is innocent and who is guilty. Also, sorry from earlier if you hear any dogs barking in the background. I am truly sorry. I'm a different beer, metal beer mug. That's probably something. Cool. Lamb. Surveillance. Oh, this. Well, it's a good thing I have plenty of stars. We got to get those last two pieces of evidence out of the way and see who is guilty. It's a good thing Elliot tipped us off, or we would have lost our last shot of this evidence. So what do you find, Jacob? Good eye on getting that surveillance camera. If we're lucky, it'll have recorded the murder. If you can depreature it, we can get the business. What about that beer mug? Could it be one of Angela mentioned during the autopsy that was used to knock out Hans? There's the indent on the bottom of it. Great, there's some dried liquid on there. No time to waste, let's collect the sample. Oh, shoot. This is definitely going to be a hard one. Well, it's a good thing I have plenty of stars to do. Let's go. Oh, no, that's not it. Nope. BM8. This one? Yes. Nope. Oh, shoot. Come on. This one? Yes, it is. Got him. I gotta use my brain one more time. Jacob, now that you unlock the camera, let's rush into Elliot so he can pull the footage of the crime scene. Let's go. 15 hours? You have got to be kidding me. That's going to take a while. Collected saliva. Perfect sample you collected off the killer's beard. We don't have a second to lose. Let's send it to Lars. Stat. Alrighty. So, this could be the last piece of evidence we gotta get. 9 hours. Okay, guys, so I'll see you guys in 15 hours to get the last 2 results ready. I'll go ahead and grab 4 of these stars in Cuckoo Clock off video, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. This is Galaxy Nail 2025, over and out. All right, folks, we are back. Let's go ahead and get the results for the last 2 cases. Jacob, you're back again. Aren't you bored of this case yet? I am. Anyways, I was able to access the video footage recorded on the night of the murder. The shadows of the cast on the victim's body on the clock puppet allowed me to create a wicked triangulation formula, which, with it, I could determine the vertical axis of the murderer. You're giving me grays here, Elliot. Geez, such a... What I was saying was that I was able to determine the height of the killer. Your killer is exactly 6 feet tall. So it's not the mayor. You heard the kid, Jacob. We're heading down one tall catch of a killer. I think it's Brother Klaus. It could be him because, well, he's a monk and monks are creepy. Hey, Jacob, did you get the chance to listen to my demo tape yet? Good stuff, right? Yeah, my favorite track was called Where Are the Results of My Lab Sample? Because I don't have time to waste. Sarcasm. Digger, right? So the results of the sample you collected off that beer mug the killer used to bash in Hans' head. Darn, can't find my notes. Let's hustle, Lars! I found them. The chemical composition of dried liquid found in the rim of the beer mug turned out to be the killer's saliva. With it, I was able to ascertain the crucial piece of information. Your killer has blue eyes. We're on a hot trail now. Let's go catch our bright-eye killer. Jacob, you collected all the evidence we need to arrest Hans Vogel's killer. Let's do this. It's got to be Brother Klaus. It's got to be him. It's Brother Klaus. Yep, it's you. Oh, no, wait, it's not him. He has red eyes. Oh, it's you. Wow, I was so wrong. Guilty. The mystery has been solved, Jonas Schnee. You're under arrest for the murder of Hans Vogel. What are you talking about? I wasn't even in town when Hans was here. I was in the forest. You mean the forest from where you sent Hans the postcard asking to meet at the village square? I didn't send that card, and even if I had, I'm not a crime to meet up with old friends. No, it's not, but a crime to kill when you're listening to German folk music. We found a military radio with the exact crime scene coordinates recorded in it. The coordinates must have accidentally been recorded during my last visit to the village. The visit where you quench your thirst for revenge by drinking beer and murdering your old friend Hans. We found your DNA all over the beer mug you used to bash at Hans's head. That is before you skilled him onto the town clock like a roast boar ready for a low. A brutal way to do in a friend, don't you think? He was no friend of mine. He promised to keep our secret, but I was about to share it with the whole world. Secret? What secret? Is it about your brother's disappearance? My brother disappeared. I killed him. It was an accident. I couldn't see. I thought it was a wild boar. I ate my bow and I buried him and never told a soul. Hans was there. He promised to keep it a secret. It was an accident. You killed your own brother and buried him in the forest?
How could you? And why kill Hans now after all these years? He was about to tell everyone the truth. I saw the posters for his interview with the mayor. I knew I had to silence him. He brought it on himself. You killed your own brother and your old friend. The town shouldn't be afraid of a legend. They should be afraid of you. Jonan Chenies, you're under arrest. Jonan Chenies, you stand trial for the murder of Hans Vogel. Now, why do you have to do that? I liked his movies. Hans was like a brother to me. If he kept his mouth shut, he'd still be alive, but they told me he would talk. I had no choice. They told you? Who's they, Mr. Chenies? Are you hearing voices? I'm not crazy, it was the Prometheans. They told me Hans was going to reveal my secret and expose my lies. I didn't know anything about any Prometheans, but I do know you're going to prison for a very long time. I sentence you to 25 years without parole. Hans got what he deserved, but I let this justice for killing my brother. Now I finally atone. I love my brother. What a case. A famous movie star dead at the hand of his friend. Makes me wonder if Jonah was telling the truth about the Prometheans. We knew they were planning an attack and Hans was an international star, but the question is, why would the Prometheans want him dead? They couldn't really care about Jonah's secrets, so maybe Hans was going to reveal something else in his interview. Whatever it was got him killed. Jacob, I know a juicy story when I see one, and this juicy story written all over it. Let's keep on moving because we got some Prometheans to catch. Alrighty, that is going to wrap up Chapter 3. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We will be going to the additional investigation, aka Part 3 of 6 of Europe in Christ. I'll see you guys later. This is Galaxy Nail 2025, over and out.